Hey, Cancer, it's your turn. Let's look at your March forecast for 2022. This covers Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Cancer. This is, of course, my take on the energy and the astrology, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Today, I'm going to be using the Ascended Master deck by Doreen Virtue to shed a little bit of clarity on your situation, Cancer. I will also be drawing another card from the Crystal Oracle deck for the best stone for you to work with for the month. So let's do this. Let me shuffle really quickly and draw the first card. This will be the energy you're bringing forward from February into March. And the card is Ocean. This card means basically that you need to avoid drinking chemical-laden liquids such as soda, coffee, or alcohol, and instead drink pure water. If you're suffering from symptoms such as fatigue, difficulty in concentrating or focusing, irritability, and excess hunger, it could possibly be dehydration in disguise. Normally, we don't know how dehydrated we are because most people walk around in a state of partial dehydration all the time. If you're feeling thirsty, then don't wait. Grab a bottle of water rather than coffee or soda. It's really important too that we double up on the water right now because it helps flush harsh toxins and energies that your sensitive body might otherwise absorb. And right now the energy is pretty toxic. So going into March from February, we're seeing a lot of upheaval in the world. We're seeing a lot of personal roller coaster going on with you too. It's really important you up the water. Bless the water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy too. Reiki people, of course, you can clear the water and program it to be the best possible for you to drink. It's really not just a suggestion. This is a necessity now. This is something that I feel like you really need to do. You can also sweat through exercise, a steam bath, or a sweat lodge to really help you release these toxins. I think this is the sign of a new beginning. We release the past and we start fresh in March. So overall, this card makes sense. There is definitely a push for you to purify your body. And the best way to do it, the best way to release toxins is by drinking more water. Definitely not a surprise and not a bad card either. Just appreciate the fact that your body's releasing the toxins and that it's time to move forward. Okay, I'm going to draw the next card and this will be your biggest obstacle for the month of March. And the card is yoga. Okay. How is this an obstacle? Well, you may not be taking enough time for self-care. You may not be taking enough time to do breath work, to do yoga, to do any form of exercise right now. You may be too stressed or too busy during the course of the month. The big obstacle will be finding time for self-care. And that makes sense because I think this is going to be a really busy month for you in a positive way. You're just going to have a lot of opportunities. There's going to be some social engagements. There's going to be some things happening. So you are probably going to be a lot more active than normal, but you probably will have to bypass some of your self-care, and that could be an issue. When we practice yoga, per se, not only do we get the physical benefits of stretching and building muscle and toning the body, we also get clarity. We also move stuck energy. We feel better afterwards. So I would suggest that if you haven't already, why not check out a yoga video or take a yoga class now, or pencil it in for something to try in the month of March. I think it will definitely benefit you on so many different levels. So overall, as obstacles go, I think this is one that you're pretty familiar with, putting other people's needs maybe ahead of your own or not taking time for your own self-care. Try and set aside time at least once a week to do something just for you. And I think that will definitely help the energy flow better for the entire month. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and we're going to draw your biggest asset to use. Okay, and going right along with that, we have Mother Mary, nurture yourself. There you go. Once again, the message is self-care. This means taking better care of your body through sleep, detoxification, and exercise. It also means taking care of your needs as you would others. How would you treat someone who is going through what you're going through right now? Would you be kind and compassionate? I'm sure you would. But we all have a tendency to push ourselves a little bit harder than we would someone else. Take this as your cue that your biggest asset for the month will be taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. And when you do, when you take time for self-care, you're going to find you have more energy, you'll have more abundance, more peace, a better understanding of your purpose, and everything that you desire will be easier for you to draw to you. It's very easy for us to manifest when we're in balance. When we're not in balance, everything is off. Our health is off, our manifestation is off, our spirituality is off, everything. Get some rest and take care of yourself. Nurture your inner child and take care of yourself as you would a child. Speak kindly to yourself, do nice things, and don't expect to take one self-care afternoon and then feel 100% better, because it's probably going to take most of the month for you to get back to where you were, because you are detoxing, you do need to rest, and you're going to be busy on top of it. I think that, this is the obstacle and the asset are very close. So that gives us a good idea of the energy for the month. Nothing you can't handle, nothing you can't do. Always the toughest obstacle we face is dealing with our own stuff. So that's what this kind of is. Making time for yourself and making yourself a priority. Okay, let's look at your home life. Health and healing, Hilaron. This is basically your call to start a healing practice at home. Whether this is doing self-Reiki, whether this is doing yoga at home, but really work towards making your home a healing oasis as opposed to maybe a situation where you're uncomfortable. You have divine healing power, and it will probably awaken this month. And I think you'll probably feel compelled not just to heal yourself, but to help others. Just as you heal yourself by working on yourself, you too heal those around you. That's the one thing about shifting our energy. When we really work on being positive, on healing the past, on letting go of pain, resentment, anger, we raise our vibration. And then when we come in contact with other people, our higher vibration raises theirs by default. It is a very good possibility that you'll have almost a miraculous healing occur this month. You're supported by this energy in making also life changes so that you can continue to heal yourself, so that you can continue to move forward. So let go any fear or restrictive thinking to be fully open to the miracle of healing. So what does this mean for your home life? Does this mean you start up a Reiki studio in your living room? Possibly. Or it could just mean that you clean out the clutter and you make your house an area of your sacred temple as opposed to just a place to store possessions. So I would also recommend that you take time to really study the healing modalities that are out there. There is, of course, Reiki, and I'm very partial to that. But there is divine touch, there's tapping, there's sound healing, there's crystal healing. And hey, let me plug my book while I'm at it here. Why not, if you haven't already, pick up this copy of Energy Medicine to really understand about some of the modalities and how accessible they are. You don't have to invest a lot of money or a lot of time to really awaken your healing abilities. A very interesting turn of events there, yeah. Okay, and as a bonus, let me shuffle and I'll draw the next card, which will be your wealth sector. Interesting. See the other person's point of view. So how does this fit in with your wealth? Well, this is an Eastern deity who watches over the world and hears all our prayers. He's considered to be the male energy form of Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. So I would ask you, what are you sending out to the universe when it comes to money, abundance, and wealth? Are you in lack and fear and worrying about paying your bills, worrying about where the money's coming from? Or have you put it out to the universe that you need this wealth and abundance and then let it go and then shown gratitude for everything that is coming in? As we shift our attitude with money, with wealth, we see everything around us shift. So let go of defensiveness, let go of fear, let go of lack, and allow the money to come to you. You're going to have an opportunity for employment and possibly a small windfall. And by small, I mean it's not a lottery win of $1 million, but it should be a significant amount, I believe, this month to ease your fears around finances, at least for a little while, rather than worry about when or how this is going to happen, or when or if you're going to get that new job, or when or if you're going to get that promotion. Instead, see yourself already having it. See yourself successful. See yourself being hired. See yourself being well. The bills paid in full, and really take advantage of the new moon at the beginning of the month and write those abundance checks too. And this card would also point out too that it's time to forgive ourselves for maybe past mistakes with our wealth. Everyone makes them. There are times when we buy things we shouldn't. There are times when we don't take investment advice someone gives us, and yet, crypto goes crazy and you didn't buy in, but somebody told you should. Yeah, just release all of that. Release that and know that you're starting fresh. And I really think that this is the switch that you've been looking for with your finances. Stay the course, tell the universe what you need, and then let it go. I'm going to shuffle and we're going to look at your romantic sector. Persistence and come out of the closet. So single Cancer natives, it's time to really get clear on what you're looking for. You've been dating people that, while they've been exciting, they haven't really been good matches because you're not really clear on what you were looking for. You're not clear on, do you want a long-term relationship? Do you want a short-term relationship? Do you want someone to go hang out with? Do you want someone that's just fun to be with? Or do you want someone that you can, have a family with and commit to? So it's time to get clear on that. And then once you do, I believe the universe will put that person in your path. So that being said, I don't think they're there now. I think that later on, once you make up your mind what you really want, that you're going to see a whole new group of people enter your circle. And that's part of you being so social this year. When these new people come into your circle, they will invite you to do things that are completely different, and you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone. You're going to be going and doing things that maybe you had thought about doing, but for whatever reason never followed through on. So you're going to be having a whole different experience. And with that, you're going to start dating different people. So this is a really good thing. So keep working on yourself, nurture yourself, and don't turn down social invitations this month. If at all possible, go out and be social, because like I say, I think somebody's going to cross your path very soon. And for partnered Cancer natives, it's time for you to make your real feelings clear and your beliefs known. Reveal who you really are and what's really important to you to your partner. And the reason I put it that way is you're not the same person you were 5 years ago, and neither are they. We either grow together or we grow apart. But the way that we tend to relationships, especially long-term relationships, is by talking, by sharing ideas, by sharing stories, by talking about the future, by making plans, by setting goals. So that's what's really important to keep your relationship on track. Have those heart-to-heart discussions with your loved one and ask them what they want to manifest in the future. Where do they see the relationship being in 5 years, in 10 years? Then build from that. I think that your relationship is changing, but it's been changing for the last, I want to say, at least 5 years. We grow. The more authentic we are with our partner, the higher the energy and the higher rate of success for you to not just meet your goals by, perhaps buying a house, but to reach that goal of success with the relationship where you work as a team, where you're allies, where you're friends, where things flow smoothly. But you have to be clear and trust that the other person will hear you. And then also you have to trust that the other person feels heard in the relationship, because if they don't, if it's a one-sided relationship, then it's pretty much doomed. So you need to really speak your truth with love and be present and listen to what your partner wants to manifest for the future. I think you can get the relationship back on track, but both parties have to want to. So be persistent, talk things through, be authentic, be truthful with each other, and be present in a loving space rather than accusing or arguing. And I think things will definitely be a lot better by the end of March. I would say for all Cancers, this is an important month to nurture yourself and balance that with this new energy of being more social and by doing more adventurous things. Okay, so this is quite a reading. So let me draw the next card. If you stay on the current path you're on now, where will you be at the end of March? Oh, the card is Jesus. Open your heart to love. Everything you desire comes as a result of opening your heart to both sending and receiving love. Your heart is the gateway of manifesting. And I mean, you knew that already. You knew that if you were unhappy, if you were feeling down, if you were angry, it's not the best time to manifest. But when we can manifest with an open heart, when we can be satiated with our situation, happy with our situation, grateful with our situation, we raise our vibration, and it's much easier to attract those good things to us. The more you allow yourself to love, and I don't mean just romantic love, I mean the all-encompassing feeling of love, the greater depth and meaning your life holds. It's time to get excited about life again, Cancer. Jesus and the other Ascended Masters will support you in this energy, ensuring that you are protected and safe as you open your heart. Find joy again as you experience happiness, as you heal on a much deeper level, and you're ready to get out there and have some fun again. So could this card mean that single Cancers are manifesting a twin flame? Yep. Possibly. You'll have to heal your fears about giving and receiving love, though, before that happens. It could also mean it's time to forgive those who hurt you in the past, whether that is your partner or whether that is a family member, and let that go. That doesn't mean you have to go back to them or have them over for tea every day. It just means that you're no longer carrying that burden. And when you do release that burden of anger, of hurt, of pain, then your energy will definitely soar and your heart will open and you will see the beauty around you and you will see all the possibilities, and then all the opportunities will come knocking on the door. This begins by loving yourself, by nurturing yourself, by taking care of yourself, by making yourself a priority. And I think that should be the title of this reading. Make yourself a priority and commit to self-care this month. Also, I would recommend that you do some energy work to heal and realign the heart chakra if at all possible. If you would like to know more about that, you can email me. I'll put my information at the end of the video, and it's down below in the description box too. So I think this is going to be a very good month. I think you're going to really move forward quickly this month. There's going to be some major healing going on. There's going to be some major forgiveness. You're going to take better care of yourself. You're going to detox both chemicals and lower energy and some of the toxins that you've picked up. And I think you're really going to get a new lease on life. So let me shuffle, and we're going to draw the last card, which will be the best crystal to work with for the month of March. Oh, nice. Sunstone. Now, this is interesting because you being moon ruled, you would think it would be moonstone, right? Which just came up, I think it came up for Gemini, I think. But sunstone, we haven't seen this come up for a while. This is a really encouraging stone, though, because this stone really clears the way for you to step into a leadership role. It's also a stone known for its ability to lift your energy higher to a plateau of joy, of wellness, of blessings. It's also believed to inspire an enjoyment of life that maybe you have been missing lately. And not only is it an energizing stone, it's also a very protective stone. It's believed to repel negative energies and replace them with higher vibe energy. It's not an expensive stone. It's a great chakra nourishing crystal. You can get a small tumbled piece and just really work with it this month, carry it with you, and draw strength from the power of the sun. I think it will help you raise your vibration and maybe help you set a clear boundary so that you can take time for self-care. Overall, this has been a really good reading. It looks like you're on the cusp of a major change as we begin March, and I think the change will start and flow through the next couple of months for you. Expect new people in your social circle very quickly, and also expect to have lots of new adventures, lots of positive things happening happening with you as you step out of your comfort zone. You really need to nurture yourself so that you will be more willing to do that, to step out of your comfort zone. I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, why not give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's thank the patrons for making this and all the videos possible. And if you like this type of content, why not consider either becoming a patron or joining the YouTube community. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.